everybody, this is QP Wife, and today we are going on a little bit of a train journey for all you train fans. And in Lancaster County, there are so many fun things to do with trains and railroads, model trains, train museums, in a really short distance. So I wanted to just show you all the cool things that have to do with trains within just a couple miles. And currently we're going to start at the National Toy Train Museum, and we're in the parking lot here, and I'm going to press my odometer into 0 and we'll mile out how far this is, where we go. And the National Toy Train Museum does have an admission, so you can check online for their hours and also their admission price. So this is where we'll start. So this is on Ronks Road, and this is literally right next to the Strasburg Railroad and Red Caboose Motel. So this is the first stop. National Toy Train Museum is right in there. And we are gonna go head out to Ronks Road and go to our second stop, and you'll see how close this is. Okay, there, that's a little bit better in focus. It's really foggy today and the camera keeps going out of focus, so I apologize if there's any little blurry spots. Okay, so literally you can walk from the Toy Train Museum to the Red Caboose Motel, and there's the Casey Jones restaurant where you can actually dine in a rail car, and you can actually stay overnight in one of these Caboose cars. This is so fun, and the cars are so cute. And we'll just take a quick drive through here so you can see some of the neat train cars, and also you know, what there is to do here. So obviously there's the train cars, and Casey Jones is a really good restaurant. They have really good food. The few times that we've been there, it's been awesome. The people are so nice here and friendly. You'll love it. And it's a great family environment. So here, there's a ton of Caboose cars here that you can stay in. And this place is open year round. There's also a free petting zoo here that you can check out. There's horses and a llama, some piggies, a goat, alpaca, and there's also buggy rides that you can get from here as well. Straight ahead are the buggy rides, and right to the right is Casey Jones restaurant where you can dine in a rail car. I'm gonna just go around here so we can take a better look at the restaurant area. And from here you can also see the Strasburg Railroad passing through, which is super cool. So they have picnic tables and some benches that you can just sit down and watch the train pass. And there's some picnic tables and benches right there. And there's the railroad. And this is Paradise Station crossing. And there's a couple buggies. And right to the right is Casey Jones restaurant. There's also a really cute gift shop if you have train fans. They have like this really cute Red Caboose merchandise and you know, like railroad stuff, anything you can think of. They have mugs, pens, shirts, jammies. So that's a fun gift shop. And they also serve ice cream there as well. Now straight ahead is the Strasburg Railroad, and we'll take a drive over there. And you can see how close this is. So we're leaving stop number 2, which is the Red Caboose Motel and Casey Jones restaurant. And here's the railroad tracks we'll cross. And again, this is right back on Ronks Road. And at this traffic light here, we're just gonna turn right. This is called Gap Road, but it's actually also Strasburg Road, and then it turns into Gap Road here. So we're going to turn right and head to our next stop. There's actually 2 stops I'll show you real quick on the left and the right side. So over here, after we pass this farm, is going to be the Strasburg Railroad to the right. And there's the beginning part of the railroad. We'll take a drive in here in just a second. So over to the right is the Strasburg Railroad. But first, we're just going to pull into the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, which is right to the left, right across the street from the Strasburg Railroad. So this is the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, and they have some super cool antique trains and engines in this large building right here. And there is a fee to enter in here as well. So just check online for the hours and the prices of admission. So that's another super cool thing for train fans, is to check out this museum. And again, we've only gone less than a mile, and we've already, been to the Toy Train Museum, the Red Caboose Motel, and now this Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. And then next stop, the fourth stop, is the Strasburg Railroad, which is right directly across the street from the Railroad Pennsylvania of Museum. And I know a lot of people that visit either the museum or the Strasburg Railroad walk back and forth just because it's so close. There's also a nice restaurant in here called Cafe 1832, and you don't have to be riding the Strasburg Railroad to eat there. You can just, it's open to the public to go and grab something to eat. So that's right in here to the right. To the left is more of the antique railroad cars. And we'll pull in here to the right and take a peek at the Strasburg Railroad. And this is where you would go if you wanted to ride the Strasburg Railroad, or a special event like Thomas the Train is here. And this is where they have the ticket booth. You can also buy your tickets online, but this is where you would come to catch the actual train. And here we are at the railroad. And I'll link in the description, I forgot to mention earlier, we have a complete Red Caboose Motel and Casey Jones restaurant tour and review. And also we have a lot of Strasburg Railroad walkthroughs. So you can see there's a lot of fun stuff that goes on at this railroad station. It's super fun for any age. And this is open all year long. They have really cool events, a lot of special events, and then just the regular train rides, which are about 45 minutes. And they start here and the train goes to the Paradise station, and then the engine turns around and pulls it back to Strasburg. So it's a really beautiful 45-minute ride through Lancaster County. And they'll give you some history. Let me just pull in here, I'll show you. It's still decorated for Christmas, but this is, there's a couple gift shops in here, and then straight ahead is the Cafe 1832. So this is fun to stop in. So if you have, again, railroad fans, they have one store that's dedicated basically all to Thomas the Tank and model trains, and then the souvenir shop right basically in front of us to the left, they have a lot of Strasburg Railroad merchandise and just kind of cool train stuff like mugs and pens and you name it, they have it, and other gifts as well for Lancaster County. So super fun place. Even if you're not riding the railroad, it's a super fun place to stop and just walk around. All right, so we're gonna swing back around here and exit the Strasburg Railroad station. And we're gonna head to our next stop, which is the Choo Barn. And I'm gonna link our Choo Barn complete tour video, because we did go in there one year, last year, and it was really fun. I wasn't expecting it to be so big. And Again, kids, adults will love it. If you like trains, you're gonna like this. They have, you know, really neat model trains. They have a replica of like the Strasburg whole railroad station. It's just super cool. You'll love it. And they change the railroad decorations for the different seasons and holidays. So we were there around Christmas time, so they had all the Christmas decorations set up in the model train displays, which is humongous. All right, so right straight ahead again are more antique railroad cars from the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. And we're gonna just turn right. And the Choo barn is right down from here. You could walk to the Choo barn, but it's really busy on this road. There is a shoulder, but I don't know, it's kind of busy. Okay, and we just passed another store, and I'm not familiar with it, but it looks like it could be another train store. So we might just stop in there and take a peek at the window. But first, to the left is the Choo barn. And we'll just pull in here. So we've only gone 1.8 miles. So in that short distance, we have... you could spend a whole day, you know, between the Strasburg Railroad, the Choo barn, the stores, the Casey Jones Motel, and Red Caboose Motel and Casey Jones Restaurant. Just a ton of stuff to do. It's so fun. So if you have a railroad fan and you're in Lancaster County, then you might want to consider just coming to this spot, and you can spend a whole day here, or you can spend a half day. You know, you can pick and choose how much or how little you want to do. And here's some more antique cars to the right that back up to the Choo Museum, or the Choo barn. And we're just going to pull back out of the Choo barn parking lot. It's pretty crowded here today. And straight ahead is the Choo barn. So you would enter in there, you would buy your tickets, and then once you purchase your tickets, then they let you into the actual model display area, which is just humongous. They also have a gift shop in there, and they sell, you know, if you have model trains and that's your hobby, they have a lot of things for that hobby as well in that store. And I just want to pull into this little shop real quick and see if this is actually open. So we're just headed back the same way we came, and we're just going to pull in this store here and see if this is actually open. So it's called Wits End Vintage Toys, Trains, Antiques, and Collectibles. And we're going in the wrong way. So you know what? I'm not exactly sure if this place is open or not, but I'll look it up online before I put this video out, and if it is open, I'll put some information on this place for you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little train tour video of Lancaster County. Now there are other there's a big train station in Lancaster City, but I just wanted to show you all what is to do in this short span of a couple miles. So we'll just take a drive back real quick. And again, Strasburg Railroad to the left, the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania to the right. And I think I can pull through here. You can see a couple trains while we're driving. And again, if you park at the Strasburg Railroad, or if you park over at the museum parking, you can literally just walk back and forth between these two things here. And then the railroad, Strasburg Railroad Station directly in front of us. So we're just going back the same way we came. And that's about it for the train. So I hope you got a little bit of a bearings, where things are located right here. And I just kind of wanted to drive this to show you how many cool train things there are to do in a short span. So thanks a lot for coming along.